Hey folks, it's Laura with Rain Tree Nursery, and it is fall. We've just started to have some frosts. It's mid-October, and now here in the Pacific Northwest is the perfect time to harvest these beautiful quince fruit. Quince is kind of an unusual fruit. A lot of people don't even know what it is. Cydonia oblonga is the Latin for quince. These originated in the southern Mediterranean region. They've been around for thousands of years. They were very widely cultivated back in that area because they're incredibly durable fruit. The trees are durable, the fruit is durable, and it is unbelievably tasty and fragrant. Fragrance is a key to quince. There is no other fruit that I know of that is this gorgeously fragrant when it is entirely ripe. And one other odd thing about quince is that it's one of the few fruits that you really can't eat raw. It has got a very strong acidic flavor. It's not terribly sweet, but when you bake it or when you boil it, when you prepare it in some way, that native sweetness really comes out. And then you get something that's sweet, something that's acidic, that wonderful sweet, tart, bold flavor, and of course the fantastic fragrance. I usually keep one of these in my car during this time of year as the car warms up and I can open the door. Oh my gosh, the fragrance of this quince, the floral fruit just wafts right out of the car. It's really delightful. And in fact, they were used as room and closet fresheners back in the Middle Ages. Like I said, quince is a really easy fruit to grow, and it's a super easy fruit to harvest. You want to look for quince that are fully colored. Most quince are this beautiful yellow color. You can see that this one also has a little bit of brown at the throat. That's a very common characteristic. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but these fruit are actually covered in this gorgeous little gray fuzz. It's really, I don't know any other fruit that looks like this. It's a fascinating appearance. And that fuzz, you can just wipe it off. You can wash it off. I don't even bother to get it off when I'm cutting and baking these. That's one of my favorite ways to enjoy them. So I'm going to harvest them very carefully because although they are a very firm fruit, they bruise really easily. It's kind of counterintuitive. So I'm looking for something that's highly colored. You can see back behind me, we have two beautiful quinces back here, that gorgeous yellow. They should come right off when I lift the fruit. Whoop, see, it just pops right off. Now these are maybe, there we go, and one just fell off. These might be a little overripe. You can see they split, but the split has dried, so it's not going to go bad very quickly. So one more interesting thing about quince is that it is a tip-bearing plant. It is not a spur-bearing plant. So you're going to see each of these quince fruits is going to be at the end of a branch. Sometimes when you lift the fruit, just like you would for a pear, or twist it just the tiniest bit like for an apple and it doesn't come off, that's when you need to get out your clippers because you can't yank it around. You'll hurt the wood of the tree. So just very carefully go in and do a quick clip of the very end of that branch. That's going to heal over quickly here. And more importantly, it's going to heal over nicely on the tree itself. Also, if you have to harvest your quinces a little bit early, like if you know there's a lot of bad weather coming and you need to get this fruit off the tree, it's mostly ripe, but maybe not entirely at the peak of its fragrance, you go through with your clippers and go ahead and clip that fruit off as well. Again, put it in one layer of cardboard and store it. It will continue to ripen off the tree. But I try to wait until I can smell all of that gorgeousness. And then I get on my woolies, I get out my clipper, and I get ready to harvest my quince. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. It's Laura from Rain Tree Nursery with the beautiful quince.